G'day everyone, Turbo Tristan here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go through some footage of my Civic at the racetrack. Flat out, full noise, full song, screamer pipe open for the entire time. It's going to be epic. So stick around, you're going to love this. This is some epic driver footage. Let me know what you think of the new camera angle inside Ronda. I really need to do something about my own car, but enjoy. This was so much fun. All right, first session. Hopefully the car handles and stops and pulls up. I'm very, very nervous actually, because we will be doing some pretty quick speeds down the straights. Hopefully we don't hit any boost cuts or anything. It's got a boost cut set, I think, at about 14 or 15 psi. Car's warmed up, oil pressure's good, everything else is good. So it's going to feel it out. Got to warm up the tyres, warm up the brakes, and then we'll see what she can do. Hopefully everything's warmed up. Jesus, she's fast. A lot faster than Ronda, boys. A lot faster than Ronda. Let's show this Super what it's doing. First, I start out pretty cautious, which is what I recommend and what everyone recommends when you get on a track for the first time in a car you don't know that well. Yes, I built this car myself, and yes, I've driven it plenty, had it tuned for about 6 months now and been cruising it around, but I've never pushed it this hard before in these conditions. The Draggy shows that I'm hitting speeds around about 226 kilometers an hour down the straight. brake setup is PROTEX discs all the way around, and they did perfectly well. And I've also got some PROTEX Ultra Plus pads in the rear. In the front of my car, I'm running some Street Track Intima brake pads, which I got from Elusive. They've been in the car for just over a year and a half, but in that time, they've probably only done 1,000 kilometers, and I've never really tested them to their limits. I can say they did pretty well, but I will be changing to a PROTEX Ultra Plus pad in the future once these ones wear out. There's no point chucking these in the bin yet. They're still pretty much brand new, and they did okay. I would like a little bit more confidence though in my braking. As you can see in the video, I brake way too early, and a couple of times I just overshoot my braking mark and just cruise through without stomping on the pedal too hard. I don't really want to push them that hard that they fail. The next thing, you will also see me pull over to the side a couple of times to let some cars that aren't necessarily faster, but they're faster in the corners. And if you're on the track at any time and someone's going through the corners a lot faster than you, even if they have a slower car, it's always the courteous thing to do is to pull over to the left, let the other car past. All the other cars on track in my session could outbrake me with more confidence. Maybe not if I was more confident, but they could all outbrake me, take the corners better. I'm on a 205 tyre. The Zestino tyres did amazingly well. Once they got up to their operating temperature, they were incredible. I was running 30 PSI in the front. I didn't drop them too low just because I knew these were short sessions, so I didn't want to drop them too low and have them overheat or anything like that. for everyone else that's wondering, I'm on Max Peating Rod's T7 design coilovers with white line sway bars all the way around. They were set to sort of medium hard in the front and a lot softer in the rear. I wanted to make sure the car could still roll around. The sway bar was stopping the body roll, but the shocks were letting the car still maneuver and pivot where it needs to, so we were still getting all the wheels on the ground at the same time. But all four wheels on the ground is the best way to go, trust me. The next thing that I wanted to talk about in the video, you'll see in the rear view mirror from time to time there's quite a bit of white smoke pouring out of the back of the car. It actually turns out it's my gearbox bell housing, so it's not a rear main seal leak or anything that serious. It's actually from between my diff casing and the bell housing in my gearbox. It just shoots oil out everywhere, flicks off the drive shafts onto the exhaust, and also was running all the way down to the back of the car to the back control arm. So pretty serious leak. I'm gonna pull the gearbox out soon, do a rebuild, maybe put an LSD in it, or who knows, maybe I'll just go all-wheel drive. We'll see what happens. Depends on how YouTube goes for me. And if you guys like and subscribe and watch all my videos and share them, that will depend on if I can go all-wheel drive soon or not. Alrighty, here you have the Draggy footage screen recorded from my phone. You can see I'm braking so early, going through the first corner at about 88 k's an hour, coasting, and by this little kink, I'm doing 170 k's an hour, topping out there and lifting on this one, which was a 129, and coasting all the way down that hill. You can see here this red here, I'm off the power and basically just rolling down a hill. So there's so much time to be made up there. Rolling through these two corners, back on the power for a 1:29.